All right, it's the first trading day of 2026, guys, and actually it's about to wrap up in less than 30 minutes. And let me tell you, it was a very interesting day. Currently, we have some red, we have a little green, and earlier in the day, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the NASDAQ was up a ton, I think over 1.25%, but now it's actually in the red a little bit. So we're going to break down quickly the indices, NASDAQ being down a little bit, S&P's up 0.25%, Dow's up 0.6%, Russell's up 1%. So honestly, guys, it's a great day for the market here in the first day of trading, but we have seen a little volatility, so we have to cover what's going on there. We'll break down SoFi, other stocks I'm looking at as well. So guys, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Of course, take a sip of your coffee. We have another Starbucks today. Yeah, I did it again, guys. I did it again. Got a Starbucks to kick off the new year here. And yeah, let's dive into it, man. So like I said, pretty interesting day so far. Mostly green. Tech stocks are a bit rocky. Again, NASDAQ was green this morning. Now it's in the red. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it rebounded into close. And before we dive deeper into the indices, let me show you SoFi. SoFi is now up 5%. We're seeing a big move here to start off the year, guys. And the inverse head and shoulders that we were talking about at the end of last year, right, a couple days ago, that is still intact, and it's actually starting to play out. You're noticing it here on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour. If I zoom in, look at this, guys. We have the left shoulder, we have the head, the right shoulder, starting to push through these moving averages here to kick off the new year. And we're going to cover their earnings, actually. We got a date, I'm pretty sure, on the 30th. So their earnings are on the 30th of January. We're going to break down in this video what analysts are expecting, what to kind of look for here numbers wise. And yeah, the stock's popping to kick off the year. Very nice sight to see here, considering SoFi has been pretty flat over the last month. You know, we haven't done much. We didn't do anything in December, right? Now we're starting to gain some momentum, and we're not fully breaking out yet. Don't get too excited. But I think if we take that $28 level out, start taking out the highs from December, that's going to be a good sign here in January into the earnings, which we might as well just cover right now what the numbers are looking like. So we still have some time, but we do have about 3-4 weeks left until these earnings. And right now, guys, we are expecting some pretty good numbers. Let me come down here and show you. So based on 6 analysts, and this is on Yahoo Finance, the average estimate EPS wise is 12 cents. The low estimate's 11 cents. The high is also 12 cents, funny enough. And a year ago, they did 5 cents of EPS. So EPS will grow nicely year over year. And revenue, the top line, look at this. Based on 13 analysts, the average estimate is $985 million. You guys see that here, top line. The low estimate is 959. So the high is 985. The low is 959. The high is 1.1 billion. So the average, between the average to the low, and it's about a $50 million spread. But yeah, pretty much mid-high 900 million range is what we're looking at, with the high estimate being over a billion. That puts their sales growth at 33.33% year over year. So very nice, very good. Last year they did $739 million of revenue in the same quarter. So pretty good growth year over year expected out of SoFi right now for the quarter. Again, they're about to report for on the 30th of January. And if we come over here, let me see what these analysts are saying. Not that, you know, we not that we based our opinions solely on analysts, obviously, but it is interesting to see what they're saying. So the analyst price targets right now, we have on average, actually, we're right at it. $27.48 or 38 cents is the average price target. Right now, we're at $27.48. The high is $38. The low is $12. Man, that's pretty low. And in terms of buy, hold, underperform, majority of the analysts right now in January, which it was the same in December and November, have had SoFi as a hold, which I honestly agree with. I haven't bought SoFi in, I think, a couple months at this point. So I've just been holding. So I tend to agree with that. We do have some buy ratings. I was going to buy more if it were to get down to 20 bucks, $18. It didn't. It didn't get there. So I didn't buy more. But at this point, yeah, I agree with the hold rating there. I 100% agree with that. But we'll see, man. We might regret that if the stock rips after earnings. If it goes mid 30s after earnings, not saying it will. Do your own research. We don't know. But if it does, man, yeah, we might be regretting not buying more now. But yeah, holding is, I think a safe bet here, at least for me. You guys need, of course, to do your own research. But yeah, that's a quick rundown. Nothing too crazy right now. Let me see quickly. Where's the market cap these days? Let's see. We're at a market cap of $34 billion. So yeah, man, this thing is pushing, and I think it will get to 50. I don't know about this year, but ultimately I think we do get to $50 billion. I think SoFi is going to play a big role in the future of finance in the younger quote-unquote generation, right? Not younger, but let's say millennials, Gen Z, even the what is it, Gen Alpha, right? The younger generation under Gen Z. I think SoFi is going to get a good amount of that market. They're going to grasp a lot of that market, as is Robinhood. They already are. A lot of these companies are going after this market, and I think SoFi is going to. I mean, they already have a good part of it, but or maybe not a great part of it, but eventually they're going to have a big part of the market, in my opinion. And the idea is their market share is growing, and it's a great. I mean, they have the brand value as well. They have a lot of things going, which is why I own the stock. Hello, guys. This is why I own the stock. So that's a quick breakdown there. And again, the charts look great. The charts look great. Starting to break through here. These moving averages. We just have to take 28 out, 29 out. If that ends up breaking, I think we're going to see some more upside. And this isn't the only stock moving, guys. A lot of stocks are moving right now. DeFi Technologies, which we haven't covered here in about 2 weeks, maybe a week or two. But this one, man, it's been down in the dumps. It's a complete, it's been in a complete downtrend. I think this is a clear management issue, kind of maybe even a marketing issue, a communication issue. That's what I think is what's going on here. Because look, this company, yes, they did cut their revenue guidance for the full year. I think from 200 million, 210 to about 120-ish million. So yes, big cut in revenue guidance. But at the end of the day, they're still a profitable company. There's no debt. They have a ton of cash. We're talking well over $100 million cash. So if you're looking at how much cash they have, all these different variables compared to the market cap of the company, it's mind-blowing. I have to share a tweet from, I think, the VP of communications or marketing on Twitter. He broke it down so nicely, and I agree. It's like this stock is, it shouldn't be 88 cents. I mean, should it be $10 right now? No. I mean, I'm not saying that either, but should it be 88 cents? It's like unbelievable. It's like, no, I don't think it should be. So I'm still holding on to this. It's up 20% on the day today. Big move today. And listen, a lot of what we saw in January, or not January, what's it called? December was tax loss harvesting, whether it's, you saw it in a lot of stocks, DeFi, Oracle, you saw it in a lot of these different stocks. And typically, man, at the turn of the new year, once people have sold out of those stocks, they wait 30 days, 30 days to get back in. They start buying back in, or we get some new money coming in the new year. This is when you start to see some rebounds. And I'm not saying this is the bottom or we're going to rebound. I mean, guys, it's a volatile penny stock at this point. Anything could happen. But all I'm saying is I think it's going to do pretty well in 2026. That's why I'm still holding. I haven't bought more since $1.04. That was a couple weeks ago. I've kind of been letting it ride out because, again, I think the management team needs to do better at communicating with retail shareholders. There's a class action lawsuit going on right now with this company because, again, they they cut the guidance, revenue guidance, from 200 million to 110, 20, 30 million. I forget the exact number. And a lot of people are upset about that. Oh, they misled shareholders, which we're not going to get into that in this video. It's a small company. At the end of the day, guys, small companies cut their revenue guidance. It's part of the game. And yeah, class action lawsuits happen. It happens all the time. And I don't think much is going to come of it. Maybe something comes of it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm holding on. I might add more here. I am down significantly, obviously percentage-wise. I didn't put a lot dollar-wise. I put a couple grand. Thousands, right? Thousands dollar-wise. But, percentage-wise, I'm down. But dollar-wise, it's I'm not in the hole forever from this stock. And I was transparent with that from the start. I told you guys, look, I'm not buying a bunch of this. Put in, 5-10K into it, and we're going to let it ride. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm down, but I'm probably going to add more. We'll see. But this is a management issue. It's a management issue. It's a communication issue. And I think if they can kind of get the trust of shareholders back, that's the main problem right now with DeFi. I think they could do well. The fundamentals are there, and I think Bitcoin's over 90K today. If we get a nice run in Bitcoin in the new year, crypto, the landscape looks pretty good right now. I think DeFi could do well, but again, management, communication, that's what it's all about. Trust, transparency with retail and shareholders, institutional shareholders. They got to get their crap together. Hopefully they do in the new year. And I'm holding on. I got hope. But I gave myself a year with the stock pretty much. And if it's still in the dumps come, let's say, October, November, right? December of this year, right? I'm gonna move on. But we'll see. What do you guys think? I don't want to ramble too much. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Join the Patreon if you want to see how I'm running my portfolio in 26. If you want to be a part of the private Discord, all of that, my charts, ideas throughout the week, linked down below. You get more one-on-one access with me, guys. I answer a bunch of questions throughout the day. All of that. Again, link down below, Patreon, linked in the comments as well, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll see you in the next one.